I know it's a little bit late in some places on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock. But it was something heavy in my spirit all day. Um I want to start out by saying that I feel like we don't give each other enough compassion. I feel like sometimes we're not understanding enough. I had an amazing black man tell me yesterday, um, and it hurt my soul. He told me, and I'm gonna say why he's amazing. He's amazing because he's just understanding. He's wise, you know. Um, and we known each other for some years, right? And he told me he's like it's all good, how you go hard for black men. But he said some of us don't even deserve it. And I was like, dang. I've spoke to other men that aren't confident about themselves. They feel insecure. They feel like they don't belong. Um, and it breaks my heart. It broke my heart that he said that. And I was just feeling like, yeah, y'all do deserve empowerment. Y'all do deserve it. Nobody's perfect, first of all. Nobody's perfect. We've all fell short of the glory. We all have sinned. We have. But it breaks my heart that some men feel the way they feel, right? I feel like, some of these men had it really, really hard, and I'm not saying women didn't, but some of them really, really had it hard. You know, I know a lot of them are running around and never had a relationship with their father. Let's talk about the ones that was raised by a toxic mother. Let's talk about the ones where the mother hated black men, so she hated him. Let's talk about the ones where they mom hated their father. You feel what I'm saying? So she hated the son because the son looked just like him. I be thinking sometimes, do we as people even think about what somebody went through? Or even stop to think about the trauma that some of these men have endured? How about the ones that experience sexual assault that can't even tell nobody and never told nobody? How about them? It's not as easy for a man to tell somebody that he was sexually assaulted by another man because they're going to think he's gay. That's what be in these men's mind. Like, if I come out and say, and I know this because I listen to them, if I come out and say, a man molested me when I was younger, people going to call me gay. Why would we as people respond in that way? Why would we respond to trauma and automatically think he's gay and he didn't ask for that? A lot of these men was raised in the streets. A lot of them don't even know like real love. What's so crazy about the world is that, you know, your dad might not be there, but your mom was there. But some men didn't have either. Some people didn't have either. Do you understand? Like your parents are supposed to, guide you in life, pour into you, show you how to live. You know what I mean? Like they supposed to be your protectors. Like I just feel like black men deserve empowerment too. They deserve inspiration too. They deserve to be poured into too. They deserve to be told they're great. You see what I'm saying? They deserve, motivation. They deserve to be um uplifted. Like they deserve that. It hurts me when a black man feels like they're not even deserving of empowerment. Where does that come from? Does that come from the world telling them they don't deserve it? How about some black men don't even know how to be fathers because they never had a father. They never had a father in their life and don't even know how to be one. Do we ever think about stuff like that? We think about it when it come to women. We feel like, well, she really didn't have her mom growing up, so you know, you just got to be patient with her because she don't know how to be a mom. She never had a mom. She didn't have a good role model. But we never stand on the front line for our black men in that kind of way. I know black men that are 30, 40, 50 years old and still have trauma from their father not being around. A lot of them was raised in prison. A lot of them was raised in the streets. I'm just coming to the table like, do we ever think about this when it comes to our black men? About like what they went through, what their mind is like. I couldn't imagine. I've had my episodes where I had to break down and I had to cry and I had somebody to cry to. If I wouldn't have had nobody to cry to, I probably would have been bottled up inside and probably would have burst by now. Can you just imagine how some black men is walking around with trauma, hurt, and pain and ain't never told nobody? Cause who they gonna tell? Us black women, we always judging them. We always reminding them how messed up they are every chance we get. We don't want nobody reminding us of how we mess up all the time. It's like when they take accountability, it's like, why can't we just be understanding from that point on? They messed up. They messed up. They fell a little bit short. We all fall short. And at the end of the day, God still love us and we done sinned and we done fell short. He still love us. I'm not saying accept no craziness. I'm not saying accept no craziness. I promise you I'm not saying accept that. But it be like little minute stuff. I feel like I deserve empowerment and I deserve people to pour into me and I want people to be understanding to me. So guess what? I'm gonna extend that to a black man. I'm gonna extend that to somebody else. A lot of y'all women that have that type of attitude, y'all got sons. Y'all got sons. Y'all got brothers. Y'all got fathers. Y'all got nephews. The way some of y'all treat black men, you wouldn't want nobody to treat your son like that, your father like that, your brothers like that. You extend that same thing to a black man that you don't know. You don't know who you gonna come in contact with. And I always sat up and wondered, I'm like, some of these black men, like they tell me stuff they never told nobody. And do you know how much healing that brings to them? One man told me, you know how long I held that in? I never even told my own mom. And I instantly felt my spirit because he never had a safe environment where he could just vent. Every time I come in contact with a black man, I just let him talk. And they tell me everything. And I let them talk because I know that a lot of black men, and I know it's some in the comments, I know y'all feel like don't nobody hear y'all. Don't nobody listen. Y'all don't matter. But you do matter. The way you feel matter. The things you've been through that you shouldn't have went through. It matters. You don't have to sit up and 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 be, a superhero all the time. You human. We are human. We can't sit up here and make it seem like black men is supposed to be just superhuman and have it all together. And no, no. Where they don't have it together, us as black women, we pour in. We pour in. Where we don't have it together, they pour in. I think a lot of us might have been raised wrong. Cause it ain't like us black women was raised by somebody that was like, oh, you know what? You treat a black man like this and you treat him like that and you no, no. We just forgot seeing our great aunts, being good wives. I never seen none of my great aunts sitting up, talking to their husband all crazy and cussing them out. That right there blows my mind. That blows my that blows my mind. I'm not talking about mad. I'm not talking about mad. I ain't talking about upset with a legitimate reason. I'm talking about every day cussing a man out, calling him F you nigga and this, that. I had to tell somebody the other day, I had to say, hold up, baby. That's not how you do that. That's not how you do that. I feel like you talk to him like that every day. That's not how you do that. That's wrong. And I'm coming in love. I'm coming in love. That's not how you handle your black man. Then I had to tell him that when a woman speaks to you in that type of way, that's how she view you. That's how she view you. That's how she view you. I could see if you did if he did something grimy and crazy and she, snapping out and things like that. I could possibly, understand that. But the every day to speak, mm-mm, it's not healthy. But you know what? A lot of these young ones was raised like that. They was raised around that. They seen their mom cussing out her man and every day. That's what they seen. So they feeling like, oh, that's cool to talk to him in that kind of manner. It's not cool for him to talk to you like that. Your mom told you a man shouldn't disrespect you, but we never teach it the other way around. Never teach it the other way around. We never teach it the other way around. It just broke my heart. It breaks my heart all the time because I feel like if some black women just sit and listen to a black man, listen, don't talk, just listen, you will learn a lot. You will be peace for him. You will be a safe haven. That's how I feel. Just listen. Start listening to understand. We don't gotta have the last word. We don't gotta try to dominate the conversation. We don't have to do that. Some of y'all got good black men. Great black men. Treat them great. Treat them great. Treat them great. You know? but the communication is off. People think in a relationship, love is cussing somebody out. They they think disrespect is love. That ain't even love. That's confusion. It's confusion. That ain't love. You don't love nobody like that. But some people so used to it. So used to they don't even know how to be feminine. They don't even know how to be like, how's your day? How you feeling? Anything bothering you? Anything you want to talk about? They don't even know how to be like that. They don't even know how to be like that. And that's what our black men need though. They need that. They need compassion. Sometimes they need a shoulder to cry on. We all human. We all gonna cry. They be. It's like they make it forbidden for like black men to cry. I've seen a lot of black men cry. I've heard a lot of black men cry. And you know why they cried to me? Because I made the environment safe for them to cry. They didn't feel like they was gonna be judged, talked about, made fun of, talking about, oh man up, you ain't supposed to cry. What? Well, why did God bless them to be able to cry then? If they ain't supposed to cry. If you a black man, you supposed to be you supposed to be able to cry to your woman. You supposed to. She's supposed to be a safe haven for you. You supposed to be able to go and be able to tell her anything. You supposed to be able to vent to her about how you feel. And not just sitting up carrying trauma and hurt and pain, and we wonder why some of our black men are the way they are. What they carrying? Baby, I need you to unpack it. I need you to unpack it. Cause healing start now. I just don't want no black man to feel like he don't deserve empowerment or compassion or understanding. I don't like that. This world, this society has made it that way for so long. For so long. It's like 80, it's probably like 95% women's empowerment and probably 5% for men. There's so many resources for us women and not enough resources for men. They go to therapy, they're looked down upon. We need to stop doing that. We need to start protecting our black men's mental health. We're related to them. Are some of y'all crazy? These are our family members. These are the people that we love, our sons, husbands, nephews, brothers, father. We got to start healing so the generations to come or don't even get all this that's going on. We got to start doing that. We got to start healing. Us black people, we so amazing. We could heal each other. We could heal each other. Do y'all know that? That's how powerful we are. Got to stop being so against each other. We got to start knowing how to be able to take criticism. Like I'm the type of woman, like if somebody come to me, I have beautiful queens in my life that be like, Shalakimia, listen, get it together. Don't ever say that about yourself again. Sis, you was wrong. And I'll be like, thank you, sis. Like don't see me drop the ball and let me drop it. But other women can't do that with other women. They feel like you against them if you try to correct them. If you be like, oh well, you was wrong. They feel like, well, dang, is you really my friend? Yeah, yeah, I really am. I want to see you do better, cause I don't agree with your wrongdoing. There's so many people that want you to agree with their wrongdoing. There's like not a lot of accountability, amongst us women. There's other women that sit around, and I'm telling y'all, I get a lot of calls about women getting mad at other women and calling child services on them. And they're like, Shalakimia, can you advocate for me? Absolutely. Like, could you even understand somebody, a friend getting mad at another friend over some dumb stuff, and she want to hurt her so bad she called child services and lie on her and get her kids taken away? What? And we sit up here and act like we don't see what black men be going through. We know. We know. People just ain't bold enough. Like, I don't understand that. Who y'all scared of? I'm not one of them women that's gonna sit around other women and we all sitting around and a woman like, oh yeah, I'm you know what, I'm gonna ruin her life, I'm gonna call her job, I'm gonna get her fired, I'm gonna call child services, I'm gonna call welfare office and tell her she got a man living with her. I'm not sitting around nobody like that. Baby, listen, I had to tell so many people at the end of the day, if you sitting around somebody like that and they ready to do that to a friend they got mad at, wait till they get mad at you, baby. Wait till they get mad at you. They gonna do you the same way. They gonna do it's just that friend's turn. Your turn is next when they get mad at you. I'm not sitting around nobody like that. Baby, I'm gonna tell them from the door. Don't touch that woman's livelihood like that. Don't do that. You gonna curse your life so bad. You gonna curse your life so bad touching that woman's life. I'm not sitting around no foolishness like that. I'm not condoning it, but there's so many women that do. It's so many women that do, and then some of them really make me angry because it's like y'all sit up here and be like, "Oh, I'm a Christian and I'm sold out for God and I love God." Well, how you sit around some foolishness if you love God? Because God ain't told you to condone that. God ain't told you to condone that. It's so many people that God tell to speak up about certain things and they don't speak up because they so, oh, well, I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want to lose no friend. If you gonna lose somebody or somebody gonna be mad at you for you doing the right thing, they're not your friend. They're not your friend and you ain't supposed to be around them. I had to tell somebody one day, I'm not sitting around no foolishness. I'm not condoning no foolishness. I'm not doing it. Because you know why? I wouldn't want nobody to condone it if somebody was trying to do it to me. So why would I condone it when it's I don't even gotta know the person they about to try to come up against. I don't gotta know them. My spirit is gonna tell me what to do. Period, point blank. My spirit is gonna tell me what to do. And I'ma say it. Whatever God's put in my spirit, I'ma say it. People ain't bold enough. They ain't bold enough. They scary. They condone the things that they know that they wouldn't appreciate if somebody was doing to them. I wouldn't even want to be surrounded with them type of spirits and them type of people. I just wouldn't. That's evilness. It's evil. I just want us to get better and I want us to get greater because we have the power to, as black people. We have the power. Our power is greater than people even know. You could wake up every day and you could say, well, I wanna, some people do wake up every day and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna just do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm not gonna care how nobody feel and I'm gonna use this person and I'm gonna just get what I want. No, no, we it's a choice. You don't gotta wake up like that. You can wake up every day and say, you know what? I feel amazing. I'm gonna do amazing things today. I'm gonna do the right thing by people. I'm gonna smile at every person I see today. I'm gonna be a blessing to somebody today. We pick and choose what we want to do. We too powerful to be moving how we moving in the direction that we moving in. I don't I would want somebody to come in contact with my sons and empower them and motivate them and inspire them. I will never forget my oldest son told me he was in Georgia and he needed somewhere to stay. And he was like he was like, "Mom, I just bumped into this girl um at the drugstore and she told me I look familiar." And I'm like, "I don't know." So he told her his name and she was like, "Mafi." She was like, "Do you know Charlotte Kimi?" He's like, "That's my mom." And my son said she helped him. The girl helped my son. And I explained to my son, I said, "Do you know why she helped you?" And he's like, "'Cause she knew you." I said, "It's deeper than that." She knew me. I said, "But it's deeper than that." I said, "When I'm out here in the world and I'm doing things, I do right by people because I want to reap good." I said, "But not only am I sowing for me, I'm sowing for y'all. And now I'm sowing for my granddaughter." And I don't think people understand that. When people reap what you sow, and I'm gonna tell you something, baby, it's coming around faster than people think these days. You are not just going to reap. Your kids can reap what you do. Your grandkids can reap. That's why I tell myself I'm going to sow good seeds in good ground because God forbid one of my kids need help one day. I'm going to help as many people as I can because God forbid my sons need help and I'm nowhere around. I want somebody to know me, know my name, and know that those are my children and wherever they at, they good. And somebody gonna look out for them. And I'm gonna do the same for y'all, and I'm gonna do the same for whoever I run into. They gonna be good with me. That's why when I see young boys pulled over and a whole bunch of cops, I pull right behind them and I make sure don't nothing go down. Cause I would want somebody to do that for mine. These people ain't playing fair when it come to our people. They want my kids, I ain't know them, but it don't matter. Y'all ain't about to do these boys like that. Absolutely not. And that's how we got to do. We got to start being a village again. We have to. We have to start being a village again. I think I know what it takes for us to be a village again. We all got to be on the same page to be a village again. The village worked. The village worked. And I know some of y'all watching me know. I'm talking about the ones that was raised by their aunt, their great aunt, that was raised by their grandma. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It wasn't no, oh, you went in foster care. No, a family member stepped up and took you in and raised you like they own. Some people thought their grandparents was their mom and they dad. You see what I'm saying? Some people thought they older cousin that took them in was they always they aunt. I don't know. I seen my family do that though. Like my family, it wasn't like I did go into a foster group home, for a little bit. But our family stepped in. My grandmom adopted me out of the system. You see what I'm saying? So it was like when she, found out what was going on, she adopted me out of the system. My cousin took care of me for a little bit. My aunt did. You see what I'm saying? But it was a village though back then. Like with my grandmom, my grandpop and stuff like that, it was a village. If somebody and couldn't take care of their child, a family member stepped up and helped. Ain't nobody set up and talk about nobody. Ain't nobody called child services on nobody. They was like drop them off over here. We different. We different these days. And I seen my grandmom do that with me. I seen like my great aunts and stuff do that. I seen my cousins and stuff do that. And I think that's like why I was like that. When my cousins was going to prison and they ain't had nobody to keep their kids, I wasn't gonna see their kids go in the system. Drop your kids off and pick them up when you get out. Period, point blank. I had cousins that was on drugs, and they can't, cause I can't take care of my daughter right now. Leave her here till you get yourself together. That's the village. That's the village. That is the village. And that's what we got to get back to. We got to. Family got to look out for family. And at the end of the day, we all family. And we just don't do that no more. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. That's why I became a foster parent a long time ago. A long time ago. I told God, I'm going to give back. I was in foster care. I'm going to be a foster parent. I'm going to give back. I'm going to make sure kids have a loving home, a safe home. They feel loved, they feel cared about until they parents get out of prison, until their parents get themselves together, whatever it is. And every child, because I spoil kids, every child wanted to stay with me, and I would have to tell them. They be like, Amia, can we just live with you? And I have to tell them, baby, no. I love you, you know. I'm just here to help while your parents get themselves together. That's it. I ain't never try to take nobody's kids. And I had to tell people that before that foster that I knew. You do what God tell you to do. You have to understand every case is different. You might just be in place. You just might be a stop. You know, you might just be somebody that you take care of that child till they mom and dad get themselves together. Gotta tell you when you need to step up and adopt or do that. You do what God tell you to do though. I knew what God told me to do. Be a stop until their parents get out of prison, get themselves together. That's all. I had to explain to some people like, I know your kids love being here, but I'm not trying to take your place. I'm just here to help. I always made that clear to people. Because generations now are different. People feel like, that you're trying to take their child or something. And I have to be clear, like, no, I'm just here to help. I don't want your children to be somewhere with some people you don't know and possibly something bad happens, some abuse, I don't know. I would feel safer and I would be able to sleep at night knowing that they're here with me and they're safe. And when you get yourself together, you get out, you come get your kids. I'll bring them to come visit you, whatever the situation is. You know why? Because I would have wanted somebody to do that for me. I would have wanted somebody to do that for me. That's the village. That's the village I grew up seeing. You know, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of healing to do. And we need to build the village back up. You know, when people going through stuff, I don't think that being accountable, speaking out on things is different from somebody going through something and we can step up and we can help them. Like people that's on drugs, I don't think that we should like handle them in the kind of way to make them feel bad because they on drugs. A lot of those people self-medicate. I've sat down and talked to a few people that's on drugs and alcoholics and stuff. They didn't just wake up and say, I want to do drugs or I want to be an alcoholic. Something happened to them. They're self-medicating. They don't know no other way to cope with whatever happened to them. Because it was like, what happened in this house, stay in this house. Whatever happened to them, that's how they're coping. They don't know no other way. We got to pray for them, though. And we got to try to help them if we can. And if they don't want the help, we just gotta continue to pray for them so they come around and they get clean. We just gotta keep going to God about them. We got to, we got to. But I don't think we should make them feel bad about it. I just don't think that, and we shouldn't sit up and gossip about them. I don't feel like that. If you ain't helping, just be quiet. That's why in our community, people just be going through stuff silently. Cause you don't know who to tell. Somebody going to run. Somebody can't wait to hang up and go get on the phone and tell, oh well, such and such is on drugs. Oh, such and such, about to go to prison and lose her kids. And it's like, why is that even something to go and tell somebody? Unless you calling them to be like, well, this is about to happen. I think that we should all pitch in and help. You know, we gonna do better though. We gonna do better. We gonna keep having conversations about it. We gonna do better. Our people's gonna get better. Our village is gonna get back to where, you know, it need to be. We need these parents on board too. These parents that feel like, can't nobody tell your kids nothing and this that, and the third. That's not how the village was. That kids need correction. They need correction. They need to be respectful. And that's why a lot of them out of control, because their parents will be like, oh, taking their side. And no, that's not always the case. That's not always the case. It's like these days, parents are like doing what the kids say, you know? Mm-mm. That's not how it was. That's not how it was, you know? But, um, I just want, all the black men listening to me to know that you do deserve empowerment. You do deserve understanding, inspiration. You deserve all of that. You really, really do. I don't want nobody to feel like they don't deserve that. You know, and I want to tell somebody watching me right now that God doesn't want you to continue to feel guilty or beat yourself up about something that He already forgave you for. If you went to God and you said, God, forgive me for this, why you keep beating yourself up about it? You laid it at the altar. You gave it to God. He forgave you. A lot of y'all is holding yourself back because y'all ain't forgave yourself. God been forgave you a long time ago. A long time ago. That's the only thing holding you back from the next level. That's the only thing holding you back from your breakthrough. You won't forgive your own self. And to the black men watching, I want to tell a lot of y'all that y'all great. Y'all great. Y'all amazing. Y'all have some great things down on the inside of you. I want to encourage you to do not allow your flesh to overpower your greatness. Don't do that. Don't do that. Try to become a greater person every single day. Don't allow your flesh to lead you in the wrong direction. Um, the women like the same thing. The same thing for y'all. Y'all are powerful. We're powerful. We're great. Let all that anger go. Let that pain go. Let it go. So you can blossom into who you supposed to be. Listen, I know there's a lot of hurt black women out there. I know. I know you in pain. I know somebody took you for granted. I know somebody hurt you. But you're being nasty to other people. Your attitude is angry and aggressive. And baby, I'm coming to tell you because I know it all too well. Pray. Let that go so you can blossom into who you are supposed to be. So you can tap into that power that God blessed you with. God can't trust you because you angry. He can't. He can't elevate you because you mad. And I want to see you blessed. And I want to see you blossom. And I want to see you happy. I want that for you. So you know what you gotta do. Too many of y'all black women watch me. Y'all assets. Y'all are assets. Y'all are great. Y'all are healing. Do y'all understand how we can heal black men? Do y'all even understand? We can just place our hand on a black man. I'm talking about just place your hand on him gently and speak to him. I'm telling you. Black men, we need y'all to have our back. We need y'all to, protect us. We gonna protect each other. We gonna have each other's back. That's what we gonna do. We ain't gonna sit up here and keep trying to follow and listen to these worldly things. And no, listen to God. Listen to what God. It's a lot of it's a few black men I dated that tell me to this day, I wish I'd have just listened to you. I wish I'd have listened to you. I might not be in the situation I'm in now. I wish I'd have just listened to you. You had my best interest. But I've had a black man tell me before, like, nobody just never loved me like you did, Shalakimia. I was scared. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to accept it. I didn't know what was going on. I felt uncomfortable. That's why I told you the uncomfortable love is the love. The love you never had before is the love. The treatment that somebody's gonna come and treat you like you've never been treated before. That's it. That's it, y'all. I promise you, that's it. That person gonna show you things that you never seen before. Love you like you never been loved before. We're so capable of that. So capable of that. So capable. So capable. We gonna get it together. I'm confident in that. We gonna get it together. We are. We are. But um I appreciate y'all um tuning in with me on this late night. I know I talked about a lot of things, but it was a lot of things that a lot of people on here needed to hear. And I know that y'all needed to hear it. I know. I know. But one thing I want y'all to know that I got us. I got us. God has done a new thing with me in the last couple days, and I just thank him for that. And everything I'm about to do, he's gonna get the glory. Period, point blank. He's gonna get the glory. There were people in the Bible I read about that got frustrated and wanted to quit and so many different things. Listen, y'all, if I wanted to, I couldn't even quit if I wanted to. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I couldn't quit if I wanted to. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I don't even want to no more. I just don't want to. But I just thank God for what he's done in my life over the last couple days. The people that he has blessed me with. I'm ready to stand on the front line like I never stood on the front line before. I just hope the world's ready because ain't nobody seen nothing yet. That was the appetizer. That's what it was. I'm coming greater now. I'm taking the conversation to another level. because I believe in the healing of our people. I believe in the unity of our people. I believe we great. We just lack the knowledge. That's all. We lack the knowledge. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in with me and listening to me. And thank y'all for receiving me and receiving, what I have to say and trusting me, you know, and trusting me to be able to pour into y'all. Okay. All right, y'all have a good night. Love y'all.